Hello and welcome to this lesson where I'm going to share with you a risk management strategy that's called the fast track strategy. I'm going to talk about three things in this video. We increase our risk when we have buffer. We need to have some buffer to be able to risk more, to be able to gain more profits. We protect the system by resetting fast. We don't want to take a loss and then continue taking the loss with the same amount that we risked, and that just it just chips off on our profits. We use momentum and not emotions, or maybe better said, we use a system and not emotions, right? I want you to see this as a video game. We are leveling up on a video game, and this fast track system is how to beat the system with profits in a quicker way. And this is a mind map or a way to go through it that makes it easy for you. This is an aggressive system, an aggressive risk management strategy, and this affects your psychology more. It's because you're risking more and you're more aggressive with the risk. That makes it more difficult on your psychology. And if you've gotten to a place where you can handle your losses, the losses does not affect you that much. The wins does not affect you that much. You just you're not even thinking about the money really. You're thinking about this like a game, and you're here to level up with your profits, and this is a perfect system for you if you can handle it. If you can't handle it, there's another system that you can use that will protect your psychology more. So let me go walk you through this and how it works. um, let me This is basically what you do. This is the fast track system. Okay, how do you use this fast track system? You use it by you start off by risking 1%. Let's say you have a 100K account. We are excited. We want to make 10% a month, and we want to, retire retire ourselves. We quit our 9 to 5 and retire our families, right? This is what happens. We come in, we risk 1%, right? We lose that trade. So this is how we use that system. You lose that 1% risk, right? After you lose that 1% risk, you give it another try. You give it another chance to gain back the profits. By the way, this fast track is fixed at a 1 to 3 risk reward. You can play with the risk reward from this, that's okay. But the main thing is that we want to be above the starting balance to be able to risk more so we can gain more profits. So we risk 1%, we lose, and then we keep risking the trade after that 1%. If we lose that 1%, what do? We halve the risk to 0.5%. So when we halve the risk to 0.5%, after that, we keep risking 0.5% until we reach the starting balance or go above it, right? If we win that trade, if we win that trade, if we win that trade, we go back to risking 1%. Or if we have leverage. Let's say we risked 1%, we lost, and then what does that mean? We have 1%, we lost, minus 1 is 2. We have 2% in buffer, then we up our risk because we have 2% in buffer, we can risk 2%. And then we risk 2%, we win that trade, and if we win 3 trades in a row, we start over the process by risking the minimal amount. Right? We go back to risking 1%. All right. So I'm going to jump into a chart right now, into Excel, and I'm going to show you how this works. And I've used 0.5% as the minimal risk, so it can flatten out our equity curve. If you use this system correctly, this is what your equity curve will look like. It only requires you to have discipline to follow through on this system. So you have 2 ways. I have 2 examples. I have starting with a loss, and I have starting with a win. This is it. You risk 1%, you start with a loss, and then you start with a win. Which one and how does this work? So basically, you start off excited and you take one loss. You take one loss, you can see that you drop down under the equity curve. You take another loss, you are now minus 2%, right? If you have a funded account, I think it's maybe 8% or 5% or something like that, to be able to, that's your overall amount to be able to blow that account. And then you have, after that, you lost two trades, you halve the risk, 0.5%. Why? Because you don't want your equity curve to be a steep down curve. And also, you don't want your equity curve to be like a roller coaster going up and down, up and down, up and down, because that affects our psychology enormously. And our brain doesn't like to see drawdowns like these. I even wrote it here, something. Our brain doesn't like to see drawdowns. So what do? We basically risk 0.5% until we reach above starting balance, right? So we risk 0.5. I'm not sure if these numbers are correctly, like I'm just seeing a mistake right here, but it's fine. Let me just jump into the chart. You risk 0.5% right here. When you risk 0.5% right here, we gain 1.5%. After we've gained 1.5%, all right, we've almost hit the starting balance. Then we keep risking. When we are at 99, we have the ability to risk that 1% that we started with, basically. So we're risking 1%, and now we have a 3% gain. After we've gained that 3%, we have a 2% buffer to be able to risk, right? We have a 2% buffer, but unfortunately what happened, we risked and then we lost that trade. We were not, where do we do it? We risked 2%. We were not comfortable risking 2% in this scenario, so we risked 1% only this here. We risked 1% only and we lost that 1%. But we still have 1% in buffer to be able to risk. So we risked 1% in buffer, and now this is where these moves happen. This is where these moves happen, where we make the majority of our profits, right? Because we are up 4%, and this is, by the way, the this is an aggressive approach. Don't let me forget to say that. We are risking, because we have 4% in buffer, we are risking 2% as max. And if you feel like a cowboy risking 4%, I don't recommend you doing that. So we risk 2% and we have a 6% gain. That's when we make these profits right here, right? And what happens after that? We still risk 2% until we have 3 wins. So when we have 3 wins, we have 1, 2, 3. And this is when we drop back to our lowest risk. And this is basically we are preparing ourselves for a loss, because losses is inevitable. Losses will happen sooner or later, and it's better to have small losses than 2% losses, because I can lose 0.5% 4 times. That gives me a 2% risk 1 time. Do you see? So because we are able to mitigate or to weather the losses in this way, we have the ability to grow our equity curve, right? You can see what happens in this scenario. We risked 2%, we lost, we went back to 8%, and then we risked 1%, and then we lost that trade also, right? We don't continue risking 2%. We drop down to our risk right, and we drop back to the 1%. That's the starting balance of what we risked. And if we lose that, we drop down to risking 0.5%. I hope this doesn't get too confusing for you, but you see my point. When you win, you up your risk. When you lose, you go back to risking 1%. And then if you lose that, you go back to risking 0.5% because you wanna stop the bleeding, as they say, right? We want to create smooth equity curves and not spikes down. We don't want to have spikes up and spikes down with our wins and our losses. And when we lose that 0.5%, we keep risking 0.5% until we win. And when we win, this is when we up our trade. We can up our trade to directly risking 0.5% to 2% or to 1%. And then we risk 1% and then 2%, and then we hit the yo-yo effect of um, you know 3 trades, and then we hit our lowest risk, and then we continue risking 0.5% until we win. We win, Then we up our risk, we lose that, and then because we lost that, we half our risk, and we won that, and we up our risk, and we lost that. And even in these scenarios, check this out. Even in these scenarios, our equity curve is still moving upward. Because if we keep doing this system long enough, we will be profitable. Trust me. Trust me. If you keep using this system like this, you will be profitable. At the end of the month, end of the year, you will be profitable. Why? Because you're using a strategy that is it's not fixed to just risk 1%, just risk 1%. When we gain some profits, we risk more. When we lose some profit, we have to risk. If we it's logical, right? When we have something that we can use to gain more, we can use it. When we are losing, we have it so we don't lose more. That's basically how it works. This is the fast track system, and the same thing works with the fast track when starting. We start off with a win. This is how it works. You risk 1%, right? Because we're following the system. You risk 1%, you win this trade. You can up your risk directly. Why? Because you have 3% in buffer. You risk 1%, you have 1 to 3, you win 3%. Now you can risk. This is how you can pass your funded challenge in a week or so. Really. If you have a 8% funded challenge or a 10% funded challenge, like this is how you can pass it. Because you're using you're almost you're not letting this affect you that much to be losing $500 on a funded challenge because you risk 1%, you gain 3%, and now you have a 3% leverage. You can do this the slow way, but this is how it works. Risk 1%, gain 3%, you have a 2%, you can even risk 3% after that, but it's too much. People are not able to stomach 3% losses, unfortunately. And this, you don't want to get out of tilt and start tilting and blowing that account because you lost 3%. So you risk 1%, you win 3, you start risking 2%, now you gain 6% back because it's a 1 to 3, you have 9% in profit, right? You've gained 9%. After that, you keep risking 2% and you lost that trade. You have 0.5%, and then you have the risk, and you lost that again, and then you have the risk. And this is almost flattening out your equity curve. And you keep doing it. You keep risking 0.5% until you win. You win that trade, double your risk. You double your risk. And then you keep doubling your risk. And after 3 winning trades, this is so important. After 3 winning trades, some people they win 2 trades and they get overconfident. Some people win 1 trade and they get overconfident. I'm putting it at 3 trades to have it. Use what works for you. If you know that you're getting overconfident in 2 trades, bring it down. Or not 2 trade, 3 trades, bring it up. And then you go ahead and you risk the lowest risk amount. So your equity curve will be flattened, right? Um, have I forgot something here that I missed? Let me just double check. Yeah, when risking 3, this is so important. This requires discipline because you've gained 60%, 16% on that account. Good job. Let's say 10%, 10 to 16% on that account. Good job. The thing is, a good trader keeps his or her profits. You don't lose the profits after gaining them. It's not about just because we are so stuck in that struggle mode for so long, and when we gain profits, it almost feels unreal. Be able to humble yourself by lowering your risk and taking a loss. Because when you take a loss, this is a humbling experience, and it makes you feel like I'm not that overconfident. And it's not about the wins and the losses. It's about sticking to a system constantly, consistently over time that will eventually make me profitable, make me to a winning trader at the end of the month, end of the year, end of the each quarter. So this is how we do it. And even if you take these kind of losses, 1% and then you half it, and then 1% and then you half it, and then this should be 0.5% here, and then you keep risking 0.5% here. And then when you have this confidence that you have 0.5%, you won this trade, you have a leverage of risking more because you are up 20%. You have the opportunity and the ability to risk more. Now, this is the fast track system. This is an aggressive way to trade if you are well aware of your psychology, well aware of what makes you tilt and what makes you gain the profits and what makes you strong and weak in the market, then you can go ahead and do that. But I will not recommend it for beginners. It's just to give you a perspective on how to, you know, pass funded accounts quickly or gain your capital more quickly. This is how you can do it. So this is the fast track system um, lesson check-in. Feel free to write what you learned from this lesson inside the comment section below. One sentence is enough, and share it below. And as always, if you like this video, feel free to follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, and if you haven't done it already, join the school community. Take care and talk to you in the next lesson. Have a good day.